What's up, guys? I'm Veggie. Welcome back to my channel. This is our little Mia who's going to be joining us in today's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you don't want any boring, bland vegan food. And if that's the case, I've got you covered. In today's video, we're going to be making some vegan dumplings. Simple and delicious. So, let's get veggie. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you guys this week's subscriber spotlight. This week's subscriber spotlight goes to Living Plantfully. She has a vegan channel. I will link it down below. Go ahead and subscribe if you like her channel. Check her out. And alright, so the first thing we're going to be making is the vegan dumpling wrappers. The reason we're going to be making these is because most of the ones that you find out in the market contain egg. This is way simpler than you could ever even imagine, so let's just dive into it. First thing you're going to need is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Good job. Oh, okay. And then you're going to need half of a cup of warm water and a pinch of salt. And that is literally all you need. I'm going to go ahead and mix this in my stand mixer, but you can do this by hand. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. Alright guys, so I mixed it maybe for like a minute in my mixer. And then I just want to show you. It's going to be kind of crumbly, but it's going to stick all together and it's not going to be like sticky on your hands. I'm sorry, baby. And then you can go ahead and just kind of like knead it more in your bowl or on your surface, whatever floats your boat really. And once you finish kneading this a bit, you're going to just go ahead and cover it up. I'm just covering it up with some saran wrap and I'm going to put it to the side for 20 minutes to let it rest. And then I'm going to be making our filling in the meantime. Alright guys, so for our filling, we're going to be using 2 minced garlic cloves, half of a cup of mushrooms, and I'm just using button mushrooms, even though I prefer to use mixed mushrooms in this, and that's just chopped up really good. And I'm also using half of an onion. I'm using red onion, but you can use any onion you prefer. And I'm using 1 shredded carrot. Oh, we also have 1 cup of Napa cabbage, and this is just chopped up. I basically only use like the leafy parts of the Napa cabbage.
You're going to start off with about 3 tablespoons of oil in your pan on medium-high heat. Add carrots, onion, and mushrooms. Salt and pepper to taste. Then add about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, a pinch of ginger powder, and then add your garlic, Napa cabbage, and 1 tablespoon of water to make some steam and wilt the cabbage faster. And once that has wilted down, you're ready to go.
Alright, so now that our filling is done, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of flour down on our clean surface. Make sure you have a clean surface because you don't want any little nasties clinging onto your dough when you roll it out. So we have our dough, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this in half. I usually like to use, roll out my doughs half at a time. And now we roll. Alright, so you guys are going to need a little bit of muscle to roll out this one because this dough is actually a little tougher than, say, like our turnover dough. But in the end, it'll be all so worth it. Alright, so that looks about as good as we're going to get it. You want this to be like very, very thin. Thinner than turnover dough. And this is the hardest part of the recipe. Just rolling this out because this dough is a little tough, like I said. But if you have a pasta maker, you can run this through your pasta maker. And if you don't, on a good side, you don't have to do arms today. Alright, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and just start punching out our holes for our, what do you call it, dumplings. This is probably like 3 inches around. Alright guys, so I almost put these in here and forgot to mention that I actually like to add about 1.5 green onions in there, just chopped up. Even though it's going to go back in the pan, I don't like to like overcook my green onions. And this is our stack of our wrappers, and we have almost 30 in here. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to place your wrapper on your hand, palm of your hand, and then you're going to take about about a tablespoonful of your mixture and place it in the center. And now to wrap this, I'm going to get closer, don't you worry. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and fold this onto itself like that. You're going to pleat one side and then pinch, and then pleat one side and then pinch. You want to make sure that it's really nice and pinched so that it doesn't come apart while you're cooking it.
Okay, so in a lightly oiled pan on medium-high heat, you're going to add about 6 to 7 dumplings. Just be careful not to overcrowd them. And then you're just going to lightly brown the dumplings and then flip them and lightly brown the other side. And then you're going to add 1/4 cup of water and cover them quickly to steam. And your dumplings are done when most of the water has evaporated.
You guys know what time it is. It's time for the taste test cam. I'm going to go ahead and dip it. I just made a sauce with like soy sauce, sriracha sauce, and a little bit of rice vinegar. You don't have to do all that. You could just dip it in soy sauce. And maybe even add like a few chili pepper flakes.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
These are amazing. There's no messing up the sauce. You just mix it all together, taste it if it tastes good. You could even add a little like garlic powder. Alright guys, so that is that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you decide to make this recipe, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see the picture. Also, go ahead and click on one of these videos to continue watching. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye guys.